Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Gala Games price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Gala Games chart, which has continued to obey the Elliot wave structures. And before I start the video, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to start the video here on the 1 hour chart by first giving you a recap of what has been happening, where you can see that Gala Games, from these low prices that he had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making a high at around the $0.0558 mark, and that move to the upside completed the formation of that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we saw this ABC corrective structure in what I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And in the formation of that first wave, we saw an Elliot wave structure, which is right here in blue, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that first wave to the upside. And that is so because a first wave to the upside is an impulsive wave, and because of its impulsive nature, we expected to see a fractal wave in formation, having the wave 5 completing the first wave to the upside. Then using the Fibonacci's, I had sketched out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, and that gave me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618 in the formation of that wave 2. And you can see we retraced back to the fib level 0.382, then saw a very nice reaction in what could be the start of the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upside. And assuming that the high for this, that is the low for this second wave, is in, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then drag the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $0.10372 mark. And that is the minimum that I'm expecting Gala Games to do on the short-term scenarios, assuming that the low for this second wave is in, and also given that we did not fully maximize the formation of this wave B by fully getting into this target area that I had drawn out over here using the Fibonacci's, there are chances that whatever we are seeing over here is still an ABC corrective structure, where we can still have that as the wave A, then a wave B, and then say that the low for this wave C is not yet in, and we might see a bit of a retracement over here to fully maximize the formation of that second wave. And in that new scenario, we need to term this low that we made at around the $0.04 mark as the low for that wave A. Then whatever we are seeing at the moment could be what is giving us the high for that wave B, before we continue pushing a little bit lower in the formation of that wave C to fully maximize the formation of that second wave to the lower side. So those are the two possible scenarios that could be playing out. But for us to have confirmation that we are back into the formation of this wave 3, we need to manage to break above the wave 1 high. So I can mark the wave 1 high here on the charts like that, using that dotted line, and that target area is at around the $0.05574 mark. So in case Gala Games continues to push even higher here on the daily chart, that is on the 1 hour chart, manage to break above the 20-day MA, have the support that we need for us to continue pushing higher, manage to break above the wave 1 high, and then continue pushing higher in an impulsive wave, then that could be the start of that higher Elliot wave count 3 to fully maximize the target area that I have shown you at around the $0.01 mark. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and that is the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. And also taking a look at the indicators before I give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the RSI, you can see we are trading at around the 50 mark, meaning we can support both scenarios to go higher in the formation of that wave 3, or maybe push a little bit lower in the formation of that second wave to the lower side. Also taking a look at the MACD. On the MACD, we have been able to print a bearish cross, but you are yet to see an increase in the selling momentum. So let's be patient and see how that plays out. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the daily chart, you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure right here in red, which is going to give me the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, where you can see that Gala Games, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.85 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market where we had been seeing low prices in this ABC corrective structure, which took us back to around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2. And on the long-term scenarios, I'm expecting a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 3 to fully maximize our target area at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $1.36 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do once we get into the recovery phase. So that is what I'm expecting on the short term and the long term scenarios, and let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.